Hey there! Welcome to watching my second video about progress in my multiplayer history game project. My first video on my channel gained good results. More than 1k of views and 63 subscribers. Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. And if you're new on my channel, I really recommend you to watch my first video. To be short, in first video I demonstrated how I made my small multiplayer prototype in Unity. In this video, like you probably have already guessed, I show you how my game can be looked in Unreal Engine. So basically there is a question why I decided to change the engine, and there are a couple of reasons. The first reason is that this engine is orientated for AAA games. Yeah, there is really massive library with games that were made on Unreal. The second reason is that Unreal provides already prepared game framework. What I mean by the game framework? The game framework is a bunch of useful tools that allows you to build some, for example, small prototype of the game in more easiest way. So basically this game framework just allows new developer to get to know how to use some basic classes like actor, player controller, pawn, relations between that, and so on. So basically just like fundamental stuff that makes your experience more easy and understandable. There are a lot of things that have been already implemented under hood, like you don't need to code everything from scratch like in Unity. I mean, for instance, character blueprint, where a lot of movement logic including crouching is already implemented. Also, I think that Unreal is a really good solution for PC games for prototyping, because it contains a blueprint system where you can draw some prototype logic and then rewrite it by C++ code. I don't want to say that Unity is the worst game engine on the planet. I think both engines suit different needs, and everyone can use them depending on their challenges and problems. So also I really wanted to try Unreal Engine before, and the time has come. In this video you'll see how I recreated my game prototype in Unreal. So let's get started. In the beginning, after installation of Unreal, I just created a project from a third-person project template. First of all, I wanted to figure out how player controller works. How can I change speed, implement some crouching and some custom animations? My goal was to extend basic mannequin character blueprint. By the way, I downloaded Lyra project from Epic Games to integrate its shooter animations in my project. Also, I modified basic movement system by adding crosswalking and crouching. Meanwhile, I created weapon blueprints based on both 3D models. For now, there are a couple of weapons in the game, like long musket and pistol. I postponed adding steel arms like sword and saber because I needed more time to work on combat system. I think I will do it in next video. I developed fire damage system for current weapons. It's based on some basic network concepts of Unreal called replication. Also, applying damage is performed by line tracing, and for now damage system is static. I mean that the shooting applies minus 25 health points with each shot. In addition, I tried to work on some visual effects like muzzle flashes with smoke for my weapons. First time I found out that there is some new brand Niagara fluid physically based system that produces very realistic 3D smoke like in CSGO. So I tried to spawn some of such smoke when I do the fire. A couple of tests show me a bad performance when I made more than 10 shots. In fact, I decided to give up this idea and try something more performant. All in all, I managed to create this muzzle flash with default single burst Niagara system, and I added some extra fire sounds to my weapons. For variety, I also added sound of player footsteps for different gaunt materials. Also, I figured out how to run the server and to clients locally to check multiplayer, so actually it seems to be a small multiplayer game. Yeah, and seems to be cool. Before I continue, I ask you to thumbs up this video. Also, I'm really trying my best doing my devlog and essentially my game. If you wanted to support my content and project, you can donate $5 on Buy Me a Coffee platform. The link to donate you will find in my first pinned comment. Thanks! Then I decided that it was time to replace the default dummy with a character from MetaHuman. I created two characters in MetaHuman, male and female. So I added them to the Unreal project and integrated them into the main character blueprint, and also I hide the mannequin. As you can see, all animations work well. Later, I also added MetaHuman character to the Blender and gave my girlfriend the task to help me to adapt the old clothes of the character from the Unity project to the character in Unreal. After a while, my girlfriend finished working on it and it looks amazing. Afterwards, I transferred the weights of the body rig to the clothes, and my clothes are now ready for animations. So it's time to add clothes to Unreal, and this wasn't very difficult. But also for a good picture I decided to add physics for my clothes. Having launched the game, you can already run around and control the character from MetaHuman, and this to me looks very high quality and fascinating than Unity. Also, I quickly had to say that I created a small menu from widgets. It's just a simple menu where a player can enter IP address of the server or create the server. Okay, we got the testing step. Like in my previous video, I shared my build with my friends. There were only 2 friends compared to the first video where there were 10. However, we had a funny time, and of course we found some bugs that will be fixed soon.
Это вот, короче, мы тестим. Вот, спасибо, что зашел.
Да, благодарю.
Так.
Интересно. Это много чего поменялось с прошлого?
Ну да, достаточно много. Он на Unreal, короче, все перенес. Вот я тебе скину в личку.
Ну не все? Пока что только персонажи.
Ну там прям реально крутая игра, я тебе говорю.
У тебя проигрываются максим разные звуки вот тут.
А я это сейчас без звука вообще играю. Сейчас скажу, подожди. Так, ща IP скопируем. Вставлю. А ну сейчас, жди. У меня, стрели меня, пожалуйста.
У меня патроны закончились.
Подожди, дайте. У меня нету звука, как ты умираешь. У меня нету звука, когда я в тебя попадаю. Просто есть звук стрельбы.
Тут походи, иди сюда. Походи по вот этим.
Ну.
Тут разные звуки.
Ща.
Тут походи, иди сюда, по разным материалам.
Да, я хожу. Но вот этот вот похож на вот этот вот звук.
Тут типа звук.
Вот еще грас. Да. Кирилл, у тебя все там получается или помощь нужна?
Да не, сейчас. Сейчас.
Отлично. Ты, конечно, удивил меня.
Перезарядку
Помахать?
ставить.
Ты хочешь со мной помахаться, да? Сейчас. Все, вот и думай.
Я поддался тебе.
Ну, да. Это единственное правильное решение, иначе бы пришлось перезаходить мне. Сейчас Кирилл зайдет, интереснее будет, мне кажется.
Ёп. Нихера себе. I think you got the idea that my prototype in Unreal looks much more better than in Unity. Just for now, scene in Unreal looks a little bit standard and empty, so I think in next series I'll move environment from Unity project. It's the time to have a small rest before start working on next project features and my devlog videos. But I think in new video I'll try to implement some sort of inventory system and clear up my blueprints. That should keep me busy. Don't forget to subscribe and follow my journey. Thanks for the watching and see you next video.